Last War Survival is an exciting mobile game with plenty of rewards to earn, especially in the early levels. But if you want to truly excel in this game and be among the top-ranking players over time, it's essential to create a farm account, which is basically a second account on the same server. In this guide, we'll show you how easy it is to make a Last War Survival farm account and share a few essential things to know before creating one, or more. We'll also share some tips on how to make the most out of your farming efforts. Please remember to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more Last War Survival game tips and tricks. So let's get started. So why create a farm account in Last War Survival? The main benefit of having a farm account is the ability to gather resources at a faster rate. This can greatly benefit your main account, as it will have access to more resources for building and upgrading structures, training troops, and researching technologies. This can offer you a great advantage as a free-to-play player during major events like Arms Race or the weekly Enemy Buster PvP event. Before we dive into the steps of creating a farm account, there are a few important things to keep in mind. Tip number 1. Take advantage of the 48-hour shield. Once you reach Headquarters Level 2, your base will be protected with a 48-hour shield. Use this time to plan and prepare your farm account without worrying about attacks from other players. That being said, it would be wise to create your farm account right on a Friday evening before the weekly Enemy Buster PvP event, or on a Sunday when the PvP activity between servers ends. Tip number 2. Join or create a farm alliance. You might assume that having your farm account in the same alliance as your main account would provide additional benefits. Unfortunately, there is no possibility to transfer resources between members as of now. This means that the only way to transfer resources from your farm account to the main one is through repeated attacks. That said, we highly recommend joining a different alliance dedicated to farm accounts only. If your main alliance does not have one, you could simply create one and invite all other members to join with all their farm accounts, if any. Tip number 3. Watch the durability level after each attack. Avoid attacking the base until the wall durability level falls to 0. This will automatically teleport your farm account to a random location on the map. If that happens, you will need a new advanced teleporter to return to the previous location, close to your primary base. You get 2 of those items after starting the game, but if you do need more, you can buy 1 advanced teleporter from the Alliance store for 7,500 contribution points, or 1,500 gems in the Diamond store. Tip number 4. Level up the wall and disable the defense. This will lower the risk of having your base automatically teleported on the map, as it will resist more attacks before reaching 0 durability. Likewise, tap the wall and uncheck all squads you might have there. This will decrease the number of heavily wounded troops. You'll still lose some, but not that many. That can also be improved by researching hospital capacity and the healing-related techs under the development section of the Tech Center. Tip number 5. Rename your base properly. Once you reach Headquarters Level 3 and can access the profile page, it's important to change the name of your farm account for easy identification. A simple and effective way is to keep the same name as your main account and add F1, Farm 1 to the end of its name. This way, the allies of your main account will be able to recognize your farm account and hopefully not attack it for having it teleported close to your main account's base. If you find this guide helpful so far, please hit the like button and subscribe for more tips and tricks. Thanks! This guide is for creating a second account, also called a farm account, on the same server using the same device. If you have a second device that you could use, skip clearing the storage and just start a new game after installing the Last War Survival game on your second device. If you need written guidance, visit the text version of this guide on our website. Search Medieval Fun on Google and visit the Last War Survival section. So let's get started. And now here are the steps to create a farm account. Start by writing down the number of your server and the coordinates of your main base on the world map. You'll need them for later. Tap on your avatar in the top left corner and select Account. Make sure your current account is linked to Google Play Games. If not, you can link it through email or Google Play Games. Return to the profile pop-up and tap on Settings. Next, select General Settings. Scroll down and tap on Clear under Clear Storage. This will delete local data on your device and prompt you to log in again. Do not worry, your progress will remain saved on the Google account. Again, make sure it's linked. Your account's name will be displayed below the button. Instead of logging in with your current account, select Start to create a new account. Follow the tutorial and play until you reach headquarters level 3 or more. At this point, you can access the profile page. Press Account again, manage characters, and hit Create New Character. Now swipe left until you find the server range where your main account is located. For example, my main account is on server 87, located on the 51-100 range tab. Select the server, and play the game again until headquarters 3 or more. The reason why you need HQ level 3 is because that is the requirement for accessing the world map. Once you can access the world map, tap the search button, enter the 2 coordinates of your primary base, and hit the blue search icon. This will redirect you to the location of your main base. Press and hold a clear spot near your base and hit teleport. That's it. Now your farm account base is close to your primary base. Ensure the new account is linked to Google Play Games and feel free to switch between the 2 accounts whenever you like. Better yet, stay logged in on both accounts on 2 different devices. There are a few key strategies to consider when managing your farm accounts in Last War Survival. Tip number 1, focus on resource production. Since farming accounts are primarily used to produce resources for your main account, it's best to focus on upgrading resource buildings and completing resource-generating tasks. This includes the 3 primary buildings: gold mines, which produce gold, fields to give you more food, and iron mines to increase iron production, a resource that I always run out of. You should also level up your training base buildings to generate more hero XP per hour, a resource required to level up your heroes. Although the object is not to build a great damage-dealing army for this account, you do need to level up your heroes to help you gather more resources and defeat world zombies to gain more rewards. The other 2 resource buildings, smelters and material workshops, are optional, but if you plan to take part in more intense events and not use the farm account solely as a resource producer, it's worth investing in those buildings to produce materials used for crafting and upgrading weapons and armor. Tip number 2, save Monica and max her out. Monica is by far the most essential hero for farm accounts due to her second skill. It offers an impressive boost in resources gained from defeating world map zombies like Ironhead, Glutton, Miser, and Doom Elites, a bonus that no other heroes offer so far in Last War Survival. Make sure you level up this skill to 5 stars to fully maximize your farming efforts, and use her on your squads for PvE tasks. You can recruit Monica after clearing the 38th stage, the blocks around your base. Tip number 3, avoid upgrading the resource warehouses. The 3 resource storage buildings, Iron Warehouse, Food Warehouse, and Coin Vault, are great ways to protect your resources from being plundered by other players. While these structures may be essential to your primary account in the early stages of Last War Survival, they are not necessary for a farm account. You should avoid leveling up these structures because it will increase the number of resources that cannot be transferred to your main account, making it harder to gather resources for your main base. Tip number 4, participate in events. Events are another way to maximize your farming efforts in Last War Survival game. Certain events such as the Arms Race, Wanted Code 39, and Zombie Invasion can provide resources and rewards that will greatly benefit your farm account. You might also want to participate in the Alliance Duel event, even if your alliance is dedicated to farm accounts and not that active in general. If so, you should maximize the Alliance Duel tech tree to unlock all 9 chests and get more resource tokens. Tip number 5, consider using a different device. While it's possible to have multiple accounts on the same server using one device, it might be more convenient and efficient to use separate devices for each account. This way, you won't have to constantly switch between accounts and can easily manage them simultaneously. Tip number 6, maximize economy-related techs. This will help you earn more resources from your farm account and consequently support your main account. Some crucial techs include Economy Tech section. All the techs here are essential because they will increase the resource production rate. Development section, Master Craftsman, and Efficient Healing techs. Master Craftsman will reduce construction resource costs, while the Efficient Healing tech will reduce resource costs for healing wounded units. This is essential since your troops will be constantly wounded due to your main account's repeated attacks. And this concludes our guide on how to create additional accounts on the same server in Last War Survival game. Do you have any other tips regarding farm accounts? Let us know in the comments, and please hit the like button if you find this guide useful and subscribe for more guides and tips. Until next time, good luck with your game progression!